Hello, I wanted to shoot this very brief video to explain a few things about firearms training and why firearms aren't included in the close protection course that I wrote. I wrote a blog article about it a few weeks ago, but I thought it might be better to shoot this video and incorporate this video into that blog article as well. Just makes it a little bit easier for people to view and understand. So the first reason that I didn't include it in the close protection course that I wrote is because originally the close protection course was only going to be used by Vanquish Training Academy. Now remember, the Vanquish Training Academy is there purely to provide operatives to Vanquish Security Services and Vanquish Investigation Services, which is exactly why it has an application process. People can't just come along and pay to come on the training course, they have to apply. And the reason for that is because they want the best possible operatives within the industry, and that's just another way to ensure that the people who are coming on the course are genuinely interested in working for the companies, and also that they have a relatively high level of communication skills and communication abilities and things like that. One of the other reasons I felt that it was unnecessary to include it was because even if someone did come and do a training course with the intention of deploying to a hostile environment, for example. I'm guessing that companies that operate in hostile environments, I'm referring to security companies, would specifically require those who are ex-military. And if you're ex-military, why would you need to have firearms training if you spent that amount of time handling weapons in the first place? Another reason that I didn't include it is because as part of what's called CPD, Continuous Professional Development, you can go on and do firearms training later on. It's like other things, it's like medical training as well. On the one I wrote, it includes pediatric first aid at work, defib training, and we could go on and on. We could do FPOS-I, we could do a number of other things and incorporate that into the course. But it's a 21-day course already, so we don't need to make it any longer. What we say to people is that continuous professional development is a very, very important part of being a professional operative in the security industry anyway. CPD can incorporate things such as languages, as I say, medical training, and of course, if you've not done firearms training before, either in the military or as a civilian or a police officer, then you can go and do that in the private sector somewhere else. I see a course that was advertised for as little as £250 that you can go and do it for in Sweden. There's also opportunities to do it in France. I think there are certain companies that do it in the UK. So if we keep doing these, adding on these things onto a course, we're cramming all of this training into 21 days and it just becomes very, very difficult. If you're just doing the close protection element of our training, or the training course that I wrote, it's even shorter time to incorporate everything in. So it's really a case for me of trying to get what's relevant to the people that are going to come onto the course and to get that information delivered within a certain and reasonable time frame. If you have any questions about anything to do with firearms training or close protection training in the UK, feel free to drop me an email. I'll be as helpful as I possibly can. If not, you can contact any of the training providers that use the course that I wrote. Thanks very much. I'll speak to you soon.